And joining us right now, the Rothman Orthopedics guest line. Please welcome back to the show, Mr. Dave Shaw of UK Phillies. Dave, what's going on, brother?
Good, man. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Get me to the game. Get this game one. I'm ready for this now. This 2 days has been nice. It's nice to recoup from the celebrations and the lack of sleep over the weekend, but I'm ready. I am ready for this week.
I'm sure you are. Now, I know there's something we have to address right out of the gate here, and that was an issue with people in your position overseas trying to watch the Phillies. You guys were getting blacked out. Not like in the good way of like you're at a pub and you're blacked out,
No,
but like
not
like
you blacked out.
Yeah, what the hell happened there? Were you able to watch the first two games there against the Cardinals?
Yeah, classic MLB own goal. You know, they're talking about promoting the game internationally, and they changed their terms and conditions to the subscription a few days before the postseason without even telling anybody. Thankfully, someone spotted it in the small print. Hey, hang on. Why the international blacked out? Why is the UK blacked out? And then someone had screenshots of when they took our money at the start of the season, saying that yes, postseason will be included in the package. And now they've changed it during the season, a few weeks before postseason. So a real storm went down. I'm glad the Athletic picked it up because it's just terrible. It honestly is terrible, and people have missed out. So the way we can watch it here in this country, I know it's different for other countries, but it's on a sort of paid sports subscription channel called BT Sports. Even still, the Braves 1 and 2 games is on a an interaction service of theirs, which again you have to pay directly to them to have access to that service. So still not everyone will have access to it. There's going to be fans missing out, not just for the Phils, but the fans of the teams in the postseason who want to watch it. It's a complete mess. It's a complete own goal by the MLB. MLB Europe haven't really helped themselves in all this either by just not piping up and at least apologize. There's been no apology. No apology. Absolute uproar. It's just an embarrassing own goal. It's just, hey, come on, MLB. Sort it out, man. It's not good enough. I thankfully got lucky, managed to get a subscription. But, you know, in these times where cost of living is ridiculously high for everybody, to then having to fork out more money, even though we've already paid the money for the subscription that was promised at the start of the season for the postseason. And now they're trying to fork out more money out of people, not tell anybody. It's just a low blow move by the MLB.
And I just want to clarify for our very American audience, an on goal is not a good thing. That's when you score. Score on your. That's right. That's when you score. Like for those that don't watch Ted Lasso or don't watch Welcome to Wrexham, an on goal is when you score on yourself, looking like a putz. Unfortunately, I'm glad you're able to still, in some way, shape, or form, follow these games. I know you're excited. Where were you? So game one, they have the comeback. Game two, they're able to withstand everything throughout that game and get runs when they needed to get runs, and they win. The Mets lose. What was more enjoyable? Just watching the Phillies win or watching the Mets get bounced out?
Phillies win, and the Mets was the cherry on top of a beautiful, beautiful cake. Waking up this morning to that was just amazing. Absolutely amazing. 101 wins, and it all means nothing if you can't get through the postseason. This is what I kept saying to Mets fans here, like, cool, you've won 101 wins, but what does it actually mean? Unless you win the World Series, it means nothing. Good season, cool. But we've got further than you guys, and it's bittersweet. All this talk they gave us all season, and they're sitting on the couch watching it at home. And we progress. It's bittersweet. But the top of the ninth in game one and the whole game two, nothing tops that for me. In my years of following the Phils since 2012, nothing, and it's not hard. So nothing is going to ever top that at the moment, unless, of course, what this week brings. Fingers crossed.
And speaking of what this week brings, Ranger Suarez likely getting the start in game one, their third starter getting the start in game one of this series against the Braves. All of a sudden, you find yourself as a wild card team going up against the reigning World Series champion Atlanta Braves. Ranger Suarez has some good numbers in his last three starts against the Braves. It doesn't really get much better than scoreless over his last 17 innings against the Braves. So how optimistic are you that the Phillies can make this, at the very least, a competitive series?
Actually not quietly. I'm pretty confident. There seems to be something special brewing with this team. Even just watching them celebrate, watching them all bond together, watching how close they are, and watching the relationship that they all have. Even we've just seen with Topper signing the contract extension. I really believe they're doing it for him. They're doing it for the fans. They're doing it for Philly. I've all kept talking about, let's get this postseason back to Philly. Let's give the fans the experience of postseason baseball back at the bank. And I'm believing it now, and we've just swept a good Cardinals team on the road. That's the monkey off the back. We've got there. Monkey off the back. Excellent. Pressure's off. Now we've just won 2 road games. Brilliantly managed road games by Thompson as well, and by the boys. That's the pressure's off. They know they can do it. Suarez, I reckon he's excited to go. He's seen what Wheeler's done. He's seen what Nola's done. He wants to join the party. He knows he's got the stuff. We've seen he's got the stuff of late. Just 6 scoreless innings would be amazing. It's a good Braves team. This is a completely different caliber team to what we've seen with the Cards. This is a good Braves team to the core. 1 tonight. It's a good lineup, good pitchers, tough series. And if we won this, then who knows what we can do, because these are one of the favorites right here. But I think Suarez has been itching to get to the party. He's been watching this going, all right, my time. The feel-good factor's there. The momentum's there for the Phils. While the Braves have been sitting back, watching what's going on. Maybe they've just lost a little bit of momentum. They haven't been playing. The Phils are in a groove. 2 huge road wins to go with that road series in Atlanta. All the celebrations on the road. The Phils are now used to being on the road as well. If we can get 1 win out of these first 2 games to go back to the bank, which is going to be rocking, and fingers crossed I'm going to be in there as well. It's going to be incredible. And I just feel that the Phils, if we can take game 1 or 2, we've got every chance of progressing.
I'm glad you brought that up, because the last time we talked, you were telling me, hey, Red October, we're going to be talking about playoff baseball. And I'm like, I think you're right. I think we're on that path. I think that's the way it's going to go. And so I know your schedule's changed, and you got a busy schedule nowadays, juggling a lot going on. Do you think you are going to be able to make it over here to the States for some Phillies playoff baseball?
Flights are booked for Wednesday morning, buddy.
I'm
gonna be there, man. I'm gonna be in Philly. I'm fingers crossed I can bag myself a ticket for Friday or Saturday. But I fly in Wednesday 1 o'clock. I am straight to Xfinity Live to watch Game 2 on the screens over there. I just can't wait to even be in the city for Red October. I heard all the stories, I've seen the videos, people saying, oh, Philly is all in on the Phillies. When the Phillies are great, everybody's in. I'm already getting a grip of that over here. I'm going to be there Wednesday. I'm going to get every bit of memorabilia going, the rally towel, the cap, the T-shirts, everything. I'm going to collect it all up. I cannot wait just to feel the vibe in the city, the atmosphere. Xfinity Live is going to be bouncing on Wednesday for Game 2. Fingers crossed I can get a ticket for Friday and Saturday, but if not, I'll still be at Xfinity Live. I just can't wait to experience it in Philly with other Philly fans, talking Phillies, and hopefully cheering the boys on to what's going to be a historic victory over the Braves.
You're not going to believe it. Now, I will be stateside, so I'll have to come out and meet up with you and at least buy you a pint. But I know the last time you were in the States, I was in England. So we completely crossed. I just got invited to a wedding in Italy. This week we can't go, but my wife and I maybe we can work it out. I don't think we will be, so we will be stateside. We won't be crossing planes again this time around.
That was a crazy. That was a 4-4 crazy trip. Yeah, we were going to organize something, and you were just over here at the time.
Yeah, another wedding, and my cousin got married over there. So now you mentioned Rob Thompson getting the contract. I'm happy he got it. He's going to be the Phillies manager through next season and through the season after. I'm just a little surprised that it took this long. I know September wasn't great, and they weren't going to put a stamp of approval on them while they were struggling in September, and all that stuff. But they secured the playoff spot. Were you a little surprised it took this long, or was it that I'll call it a September hiccup that was thrown in there as to what delayed it?
I was the other way. I was expecting it to be after. I was like, don't take the interim off now. Let's wait after the postseason and put it on. But actually, now I've seen all the players coming out to a man on social media and saying how much they love this. It's just another big boost, isn't it? It's just another big button they've pressed. All right, more momentum. Topper, it's yours. The job is yours. The players love it. They've all come out on social media. Yes, Topper's our guy. We're doing it for him. We're doing it for the fans. It's another great move, isn't it? It's another thing that the team have got right. The timing seems to be against this series tomorrow. He deserves it. Like, okay, he's made some hiccups, but you forget he's a rookie manager. He was thrown in. He didn't have a spring training. He didn't have any time to adjust. He was thrown straight in the deep end with a team that were 8-9 games below 500, and he has clicked his fingers and worked some magic and turned this team around. Because at the end of May, even though I was bigging it up that, the Phils will still be fine, don't worry, we might make wild card, I was thinking deep down, this is going to be a rough season. Topper has done what incredible. He's changed the whole dynamic of the locker room. That is incredible. And everyone's saying, especially at the start of the season, the Girardi, people saying, we don't see no chemistry in the locker room. The guys don't seem to be gelling. Look at them now. The bonding they're doing, the celebrations, how close they are to a man. It's amazing what Topper's done. Absolutely deserved. And yeah, he's going to make some mistakes. He's still new to this manager job, isn't he? He's still a relative rookie, but what we've seen so far is so promising. His record since he took over is unbelievable. He absolutely deserves it, and I'm happy for him. I think everyone's happy for him. He's probably one of the most popular managers we've had in a long time as well. The players love him, the fans love him. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, he wasn't Philly Rob earlier in the process, for nothing. It was like he got named the interim manager, and then they fired Girardi. Philly Rob. It took like 5 wins in a row. That's it. Not even like the 9 wins in a row. And everyone started obviously falling in line with Rob Thompson. Before I let you go, what is your prediction? I know you're optimistic. I know you're, can I use the term bullishly optimistic? When it comes to this Phillies team going up against the Braves?
Yeah, look, we've got a score set with the Braves. We've had some brutal losses to the Braves this year. And you know what? The season record, we haven't been that far behind them. And every time I've watched the Braves beat the Phillies, I've always thought there's not actually a lot between us. Okay, they've been a bit more clutch. That's what's come down to. And I think this is a fired up Phillies. This is a fired up for it Phillies. It seems like there's something special brewing. I think we take it 3-1. I think we're going to take one of the 2 games in Atlanta, and I think we're gonna go win in Philly, because I think it's gonna be pumped, and I think we're gonna scare Atlanta out of Philly.
I love it. I love every second of that, and I hope you're dead on accurate when it comes to that. And look, the other part of it is it takes a little magic. Sometimes it takes a little magic. New manager might just be that new magic. It's a hell of a story with Rob Thompson getting that interim tag lifted off of him, being the manager for at least the next 2 years, and obviously rallying this team in the clubhouse to be at least a second round team at the very least. I do want to ask you this, though, because there's a lot of hype right now about the 5-0 Philadelphia Eagles. And even though the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, doesn't want to talk about a team being 5-0, doesn't want to talk about the record at all, as a matter of fact, is that anything like, does your Philly fandom bleed into Eagles at all in American football, or is that still something you're looking to get into down the line?
Yeah, no, I think it does, and then the other way around as well. Like the Eagles fans, predominantly Eagles fans, are now locking onto the Phillies as well. It's a great. There's a lot of 4-4 over here as well, and even 5 with the Union as well. There's a lot of, because we're all pretty soccer mad as well. We're all looking at the Union in the playoffs coming up as well. We'll be watching them as well. I think everyone. It's the same passion over here, not just in the UK, but Europe, as it is in Philly. We all look out for Philly sports, Sixers, Flyers, Union, even Temple, Villanova, we all keep it.
God bless you.
Of all the Philly, because we all have the same passion. We all root for Philly, Philly, it's a city, it's a city that we all feel very close to and connected to. And we're all, although we're not from Philadelphia and we're not born in Philly, we're still Philly through and through. So yeah, absolutely.
You're probably more Philly than a lot of people from Philly would consider people like me that are from the suburbs. you would be considered more Philly than even me, most likely, because I'm from Ambler Doylestown. Right? That ain't the same. But hey, I spent my adult life in the city, and I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. What was this I was reading? You're like showing Chase Utley around or something? You guys are like best friends now or something? What's going on there?
Man, I wish. Come on, Chase. Come on. Where are you, buddy? Where are you? I know. Look, I know where roughly Chase is living, but I'm not gonna be stalkerish. I'm not like that guy who. I know where Chase is, but I'm not the guy who's going to be outside of his gates going, Chase. Yeah, I'd love a beer with him. I'd love to hang out and talk baseball with him, but he's a private man, so
yeah.
If we ever got in touch and ever reached out, awesome. Always up for it. I'll drop everything, even if I'm at work. I'll drop my pen. I'm at that door. We'll go for a beer, Chase. But yeah, he's around in London. But I imagine he's getting settled in. He's the new MLB Europe ambassador as well, so he's got a big job on his plate there as well. But yeah. Fingers crossed, that message comes through. Yeah, Chase is around, some PR stuff he's got to do. Do you want to come along? Yes.
There you go. All right. Well, I hope that happens. First order of business for Chase Utley, fix the streaming.
Yeah,
damn it, man.
Yeah.
Dave, great catching up with you, man. You know that. I'll definitely have to meet up with you at some point.
Absolutely.
While you're here in Philadelphia, my man. I'll be in touch with you. Appreciate you jumping on with us all the way from across the pond, and go Phils as per usual. If you guys don't follow Dave, first off, make sure you guys give a follow if you're not already to UK Phils. He's running the site. He's making things happen. He's making moves. And obviously follow him on his personal account. You guys can follow him right there. Dave, always great catching up with you. And thanks so much. And go Phils.
Go Phils. Thank you. See you soon, buddy.
See you soon. Dave Shaw joining us on the Ruffin Orthopedics guest line.